All good things must come to an end. Sadly, there is no exception when it comes to NBA superstars and their Hall of Fame careers. With Kobe Bryant now retired, it's a great time for NBA fans to prepare for the end of some legendary careers. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present to you the 10 best NBA players that are on the verge of retiring. And a big shout out to Luke Nelson for suggesting this list. Remember to leave us your ideas, we may get to them. And we do hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. Number 10, Chris "Birdman" Andersen. Okay, Andersen isn't somebody you would call a superstar, but he was a big part of the 2012 and 2013 Miami Heat championship teams, so we classify him as a star for this list only. Remember, his field goal percentage of 80.7 in the 2013 playoffs is an NBA postseason record. Andersen, however, is now 38 years old, and it's remarkable he's continued playing. He had his 5 minutes of fame in 2013, but don't be surprised if Andersen is done playing basketball next fall. Number 9, Dwyane Wade. 35 years old is usually around the age when a superstar athlete starts seeing a major decline in their production. D. Wade's knees failed him in 2014-15, forcing him to miss 20 games. Now with the Chicago Bulls, it's nice to see Wade finish out whatever he has left in the Windy City. But couple his age, his knee injuries, and all those lengthy playoff runs over the years, and we wouldn't be surprised if Wade retires in the next couple of years to ensure his knees are healthy during his postseason life. Number 8, Metta World Peace. The 2004 NBA All-Star is no longer living in Kobe's shadow, now that he's the last key piece the Lakers have from their 2010 NBA championship squad. It's been a nice run for Metta World Peace, and perhaps he will reach the Hall of Fame as one of his generation's best defenders. But at 37 years old, and with his Lakers entering a rebuilding stage, it's safe to assume he won't play much longer. He's averaged 13.5 points per game in his career, but just 5 points a season ago. Expect 2016-17 to be the last for him, if not 2017-18. Number 7, Tony Parker. Parker's 34 years old, and that's fairly young compared to most of the guys on our list. But with the Spurs now relying on Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge to be the stars of this team, it's safe to say Parker isn't as big in San Antonio at this point. The 4-time champion and 6-time All-Star has nothing to prove at this point. He's a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. He's still good enough to put up double-digit points per game, but Parker is a smart guy. Once he finally shows his age, Parker will gracefully leave the Spurs, refuse to play for another team, and retire. 3 more seasons at most. Number 6, Jason Terry. Wherever he's gone, Terry hasn't been able to escape the shadow of future Hall of Famers, but he's been just as fine as the second or third man. He has averaged 14.3 points and 4.1 assists per game throughout his illustrious career. But Father Time always wins, and the 39-year-old is really not that effective anymore. Terry's going to struggle to find a starting roster spot in a year's time. After this season, give him 1 more year max. It's been a good ride for Terry, but there's no reason to put an overdue retirement on hold any longer. Number 5, MANU GINOBILI. Ginobili will be 40 this coming off season. In case you didn't know, that's very old for an NBA player. As everyone knows, Ginobili is a legend to the San Antonio Spurs fans. He's won 4 NBA championships, is a 2-time All-Star, and has averaged 14 points per game throughout a remarkable career. But Ginobili has only played 70-plus games once since 2011-12, and his 9.6 points per game a year ago were his worst since his rookie season in 2003. Don't be surprised if this man's last rodeo was the current season. Number 4, Chris Bosh. Bosh is an 11-time All-Star, and of course won 2 NBA championships with the Miami Heat. Unfortunately, he only played 44 games in 2014-15, 53 the following season, and is missing all of this season with a blood clot. Bosh is 32 years old, and Pat Riley has already said he's not coming back to Miami. Even if Bosh returns for 2016-17, his health concerns and his age of 33 means he won't be playing much longer. We hope he can prove us wrong, but it's a bit of a stretch to think this man could play 2 more seasons right now. Number 3, Vince Carter. How time flies. It only seems like yesterday that Carter was an icon to the Toronto Raptors, turning a losing franchise into a playoff team that was 1 shot away from making the 2001 Eastern Conference Finals. Carter's an 8-time All-Star, one of the best dunkers ever, and he's averaged 18.8 points per game in a 20-year career. But Carter is 39, and putting up double-digit points is an extreme rarity for him these days. It would be absolutely incredible if he somehow played a game in 2018. Number 2, Dirk Nowitzki. It's been a great run for the greatest player in Dallas Mavericks history. Dirk led the Mavs to 50 wins seemingly every year for a decade and a half. He won the 2007 League MVP and delivered this franchise's only NBA championship in 2011. He's a 13-time All-Star, 4-time NBA All-First Team member, and has averaged 22 points and 7.9 rebounds per game. He's defying his age by still performing at an incredible rate, but he's bound to wear out at any moment, And with his Mavericks beginning a major rebuild, we're sure Dirk will retire sooner rather than later. And number 1, Paul Pierce. He's not the best old guy that's about to retire, but he's confirmed he's about to retire. To be clear, that's why he's number 1. Pierce has already stated that he's retiring at the end of the 2016-17 season. This run with the Clippers will be his last before he formally calls it quits as a Boston Celtic. What else is there to say about Pierce? He's a legend in Boston, this generation's Bill Russell and Larry Bird in Beantown. Pierce led the Celtics to the 2008 NBA championship, made them a perennial contender, and is a 10-time All-Star. But his 6.1 points per game in 2015-16 were far and away the worst of his career. He's retiring at the right time. We wish him the best of luck. Which other NBA stars do you think will retire soon? Join us in the comments below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.